Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention to the south end zone as Coke Zero would like to recognize one of our nation's military heroes and her family. Joining us on the field today are Tina and Chris Gay, parents of former West Virginia University student Taylor Sutphin. Taylor, a native of Marmet, just outside of Charleston, attended WVU for a year before joining the United States Air Force and is now currently stationed in Guam. At this time, please direct your attention to the video board as Taylor has recorded a special message for her family.
Hey Mountaineer fans, I'm Taylor Sutphin from Marmet, West Virginia. I'm 21 years old and I've been serving with the United States Air Force for a year, and I've been stationed in Guam since January. Being on the other side of the world has made it difficult to keep up with family and friends back in West Virginia. What's made it easier is that no matter what time of day or night, my family always responds. With my family and I being such huge Mountaineer fans, I always wish I could be home rooting for my Mountaineers. And with my Mountaineer spirit, in some ways I am. Let's go Mountaineers!
Coke Zero is a proud partner of WVU football, and today, in the spirit of homecoming, would like to welcome Taylor Sutphin back home here to West Virginia to be with her family.
Good job, guys. Congratulations.
The long hallways of Sharon Elementary lead you to a little girl named Hannah.
I barely even remember it now.
Organizing papers in front of our TV cameras, preparing for what she thinks is a special Christmas event happening on Friday. What Hannah doesn't know is her brother, who she hasn't seen in 2 long years.
I want to wrap you up so nobody sees you.
Who's been stationed overseas, just snuck in.
Never really know, I guess. Just kind of pop in, hey, what's up, guys?
The back door.
I probably don't. I don't usually get emotional about I mean, I can try to shed a tear. I'm sure she will.
Excited, nervous, anxious to finally lay eyes on the little girl he held in his arms when she was born.
Go out of my way to go see my baby sister, you know. So.
Are you guys pretty close?
Yeah. I held her when I was, 10 years old, in my arms,
So with all the teachers and staff in on the surprise, the school called an assembly. And still unaware of what exactly was going on, the principal pulled Hannah from the crowd to give her an award. But soon that little surprise that everyone else knew about, that little dream always in the back of Hannah's mind, finally became a reality.
Really good to be able to come here and surprise my baby sister. She's pretty excited. She'll probably go hang out when we get home out of here. So it's really good to see everybody. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
What were you thinking when you finally got to hug it? Wow, is this really happening?
You want to get picked up here? Come on, let's go.
Hannah quickly realized almost everyone knew about this except her.
Did you know?
Now it's a short trip home for Tyler, but he's finally got his little sister right where she should be, by his side.
Like the best brother I can be, I guess.
No! So tell me why! Tell me why! I'm telling you, it didn't happen that way. Tell me why! Gunny, what do you want from me? What do you think? I want you give me a staff PTO. I didn't lie about it. Okay, where is your taker here yet? I don't know, Gunny. Is he here? Gunny, I'm not on. Then go find him. All right, Gunny. That's Gunnery Sergeant. That's our head guy, Sergeant. Greet your mom. Yeah.
Look at that. Woo, woo, woo. Surprise too.
You know how big your surprise is? It's about this big.
Gavin Satrom was simply here to celebrate.
My 3-year-old was under the impression that it was a birthday party for the airplanes.
But behind flags proudly flown at Hector International Airport, Gavin got his biggest wish.
Look! Are you sure? Are you sure it's him? Go get him!
With tears of joy, Kirk Satrom's family welcomes him home after a year in Afghanistan.
Hey, how are you, buddy? How are you? Where's your brother?
When I came out from the gate there and I saw him, all those feelings come rushing up.
Hi, you don't cry.
Okay, come see me.
Don't cry.
Difficult at times being away from my camp and then my other one, but it was a good experience to get to see the whole world that you never would see otherwise.
Sharing smiles, Kirk and his family reconnect, strengthening the bonds between him, Kimberly, Gavin, and his youngest.
He still doesn't quite know who I am because I missed his first birthday when I was over there.
Love you.
Love you too.
Now, the sole focus on the Satrom's mind is family.
Play with him. We're just gonna hang out and I'm gonna just take some time out from work.
Most of all, get the kids to feel whole again.
Kimberly says she can't believe one of the biggest pieces of their family is finally back home. Reporting in Fargo, Kelsey Roseth, WDAY 6 News.
Hi, Sarah.
Oh, there. Hacha! That's Daddy! Daddy! Hi, Daddy!
Hey!
Daddy! What, Daddy?
Hey! I'm home. I love you.
I love Daddy.
That's crazy, man.
Why not?
Oh, sinner. I missed you.
Sarah Beth, who is that?
Oh, thank you.
Man, these trees are so beautiful.
It's mine? Thank you. Oh, trash.
Daddy.
Cherry. Look at that shirt.
You look pretty today.
Butterfly.
Get over how much they look alike.
Yeah, they all three do.
They do, yeah.
What's that? What is that? Silly girl. I missed you.
Who is that? Is that your daddy?
Fine, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you guys.
We heard so much about you.
You gonna show me your friends? You wanna show me your friends? Who's your friends?
Oh.
Found something.
Hey, Terry.
Hey, baby. Are you glad to see your daddy?
Hey, baby.
Are you glad? You better give him a big hug.
Finally tonight, it took a lot of planning and a trip halfway across the world, but the hardest part was keeping this Mother's Day surprise a secret. how one serviceman pulled it off, and boy, was Mom surprised.
The tears started falling just after Mom Dina Entz hit the field at halftime of this Houston Dynamo soccer game. She thought this video from her son Andrew, an airman based overseas, was her Mother's Day gift. But the real gift was running up behind her.
United States Air Force Staff Sergeant Andrew Entz.
I had no idea. This has got to be the best Mother's Day present ever.
It was priceless. It was like a moment I'll never forget. Just seeing her face and the look and the expression on her face and how excited she was.
Andrew is based in South Korea and hasn't been home in 8 months. So being here today for Mother's Day and for church with his parents and sister is special.
We weren't expecting him to come home until December.
Across the country, service members surprising their moms.
Staff Sergeant James has just returned from Afghanistan to be with us.
Staff Sergeant Marquita James surprised her mother, a single mom of 2, who was about to receive a master's degree from Grinnell University in Georgia. Back in Houston, the Entzes are making the most of Andrew's surprise visit. Brunch with extended family, particularly sweet since Andrew has rarely made it home in the past 5 years. Andrew and his mom get 3 weeks together this time, a visit the two will now never forget.
It's been hard, but I know that Andrew is in a good place. I miss him tremendously, but I know he's happy doing what he's doing, serving our country and protecting our freedom.
And from everyone here at ABC News, a big hug to all the moms out there. GMA first thing in the morning, and David Muir is right back here tomorrow night. I'm Tom Yamas in New York. Have a great evening. Good night.
This teacher, Miss Saldivar, told me that this student has just been fabulous in working hard, getting great grades, doing a wonderful job with his peers and his friends, welcoming new students to the classroom. He's just done such a great job. We wanted to give him a Great Student Award. So would Evan Miller please come up? Evan.
Evan!
Come on up, Evan. Evan, you just done a fabulous job. We wanted to say thank you. We have a special Papa Murphy's Pizza certificate for you. That's a great prize. But you know what? Miss Saldivar said you had a special wish for Christmas. What was your biggest Christmas wish?
For my dad to come home.
Can you say it again?
For my dad to come home.
For your dad to come home. Where's your dad been?
In Afghanistan.
Oh, he's been in Afghanistan, and we were really hoping that he would be here for Christmas, weren't you? Well, guess what? Turn around. This is Evan's dad, Master Sergeant Heath Miller, all the way from Afghanistan. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Let me get him. Oh, shoot.
Master Sergeant Miller served in the Marine Corps. He's been away in Afghanistan for a long time.
Hi, baby.
Master Sergeant, we are so happy to have you back and so glad you're here. And I know Evan is very surprised, aren't you, Evan? All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. You guys can say hi to Master Sergeant. Also,
baby.
Congratulations.
Oh my God, you surprised me. I'll go around, baby.
It was all hugs and kisses right now at NAS North Island. The USS Stennis Strike Group just returned home to San Diego, and 10 News reporter Jared Aarons there on base. And Jared, this is a group including a special squad of helicopter pilots.
They're called the Raptors, and while most of the sailors on the Stennis came back like this, walking down the stairs and getting off the ship, the Raptors got to fly in on the other side of the base for a more intimate reunion with friends and family. And with flags and signs, their relatives watched as the Raptors landed. They're back from a 7-month deployment in the Pacific. For Daniel Willey, that means seeing his wife Laura It also means seeing his son Winston walk for the first time. He says he was more nervous for this flight in than he's been for any other flight in his life, but the payoff was worth it.
Probably one of the happiest moments of my life, maybe behind getting married to my beautiful wife.
It's the best. It's absolutely the best. Now he's walking and stuff. There's a lot of things he hasn't seen yet, so it's really exciting to kind of get back into the motion of life again.
In all, 1,500 sailors came home with the Stennis. That includes 2 more ships, which will land tomorrow. At Naval Air Station North Island, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
More than 100 soldiers from the 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team returned home following a 9-month deployment to Kuwait. Family members and Big Red 1 leaders gathered at the redeployment center for a chance to officially welcome home the soldiers back to Fort Riley.
Dismiss this formation and reunite these great Dagger soldiers with their families.
With the soldiers released and family members reunited, this day is surely one for celebration.
Me and my daughter for the first time this week. I love her. First time I saw her on video chat, I just bawled my eyes out. Said I wasn't gonna cry, but yeah.
I'm real happy I get to see my daughter. I haven't seen her since she was 6 months old, so now she's a year, and she didn't really recognize me at first, so I started crying.
Following the ceremony, the Dagger soldiers get to enjoy a job well done in the comfort of their own home, with their families by their side. Sergeant Noel Gehrig, Fort Riley, Kansas.